Statement first and foremost. Okay, it's going to be hard to read. I'll read a little bit of it. She just said, while this season is far from over, we got a lot more goals to achieve. It will be my last one at Iowa. I'm excited to be entering the 2024 WNBA Draft. Caitlin Clark, an absolute phenom, an absolute superstar, an absolute legend in the making that we are witnessing in college basketball. What I love about her declaring is we're not going to sit here and try to debate her records. Pistol Pete, he did it in 4, I believe. Caitlin Clark, she's going to do it in 4. If you stay for that additional year of eligibility due to the COVID year, now people are going to try to undermine you. People are going to try to undercut you. But she was there for an additional year. She played extra time. She played till she was 23, 24. Now we don't have to hear any of that. Now we can just witness the greatness which we have all been able to behold for the last 3 years. So I love the decision. Obviously, it will come with a lot of scrutiny, but any great is scrutinized. Woo! Joy, was it the right move? But more than anything, what's your reaction?
Yeah, of course it's the right move. I mean, she's a legend already, what she's done at Iowa and for women's basketball and sports in general. I mean, she's already iconic. To be able to beat Pistol Pete's NCAA scoring record, she got 18 points to do that.
And Pistol Pete was bad.
He got a nickname for a reason. His mama didn't name him Pistol Pete. That's what we call him. I mean, she's had an incredible career already. I don't think it will be scrutinized for her to leave. This is her time. It's time to step up to the pros. You already have your reputation. You've already done what you need to do in the college space. It's time to go to the pros. I'm excited for her to go to Indiana. By the way, she's going to be playing aside Aaliyah Boston, the Rookie of the Year, 2023 Rookie of the Year. They're going to have a nice team there. I mean, that's where she's going to go. There ain't no Caleb Williams not go in their situation. She's going to be the #1 overall pick, and it'll be exciting to see what she does, obviously, in March Madness, which is coming up soon. But regardless, she's already cemented her name as far as one of the greatest players we've ever seen, certainly in college basketball, and she breaks this record, she'll be in a complete different category. And for us to be talking about Caitlin Clark as the biggest star in all of college basketball, men and women, should tell you right there what she brings to the game, what she brings to sports. She's a not even a ticket. Everyone's gonna be watching this game.
Literally.
This is sports history that you're watching. If you like college sports, if you like sports at all, this is something that people never thought they were ever going to see, men or women. And she has 18 points to break Pistol Pete's all-time scoring record in the NCAA is incredible.
I'm gonna go and say it. I actually think that Candace Parker was the best female basketball player of all time. Caitlin Clark has taken over that. And she is the #1 GOAT in college basketball. And not just girls, boys too. She's the best college basketball player right now out of everybody. And I sat on this stage with y'all last year, and y'all was loving Angel Reese. Joy kept doing her hair. Angel Reese this, Angel Reese that. And I said, they not in the same boat.
Not in the same.
The difference was that one girl's team was better and hers wasn't, and she still was out here giving out work.
Crazy
and now
work.
you see what she's doing.
Crazy work.
Right? And I'm standing on that. That girl different.
Yeah.
Here's the scrutiny, though, because as we all know, and it's been very public as of late, the WNBA salaries. They're not going to compare with what Angel Reese can make and has been making in NIL. Most notably,
Caitlin Clark.
Yes, Caitlin Clark has been making an NIL. Most notably, Breanna Stewart, who's the best college basketball player I've ever seen in person. She came to Texas, and I drug my behind to the Texas basketball arena to watch Breanna Stewart play. The Supermax deal for WNBA, I believe, is $242,000.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark is a ticket that people can't even get to.
Endorsements, though, right?
That's my point. But the scrutiny is going to come into play there. James, what's your reaction? Do you think the right move to declare for the WNBA draft? It's very fascinating.
Yeah, Mama taught me another thing.
What Mama teach you?
I want to be teaching.
When there's nothing else to prove, it's time to go. And that's all this is right here. There is nothing else for her to prove. 18 points, it's a wrap. Yep. The record is hers on Fox. Tune in, it is over. Right? She is going to break that record. There's nothing else for this young lady to prove. You guys just touched on it. Men's and women, she is the best player playing the game of basketball right now in college. She's probably the hottest ticket in college. March Madness is coming up. Her games are going to be packed out. She is like that. The #1 draft pick is not even a question. She's going first. Endorsements, all that. She's going to get all that. There's nothing else to prove but go to the NBA and prove that I can do it against the best players in the world. And that is why she is leaving, because there's nothing left for her to do at the University of Iowa.
We've never seen nothing like her. We've seen some good basketball players, female-wise, right? I haven't seen that like her. Only person I've seen like her was like Steph Curry, and he's with the Warriors. Yeah. Another thing is when I watch her play, it's like, it's only her. All these other teams, they teaming up. You see this team, this girl going to this school, and they team up together, and the NIL money, they splitting it. Not hers, it's her. Her and her squad. And they beating their monster teams.
They are.
I will say this, though. I think that she goes to the WNBA, and I think she dominates. Maybe not the first year, right? Because it's always, hard, the transition from one sport to another. But I think when it is all said and done, she's going to be the number one.
Question I have for you, Joy, because college fandom and pro fandom is way different.
Sure.
Way different. When you're at a place like Iowa, you probably have student body might be 30, 40,000. Again, I'm guessing, so Iowa fans, please don't come at me. But you have an incubated fan base. You got students on campus. You want to go to a game, you camp out, all the things. The WNBA is growing. It's growing. It's growing. It's growing. It's growing. It's growing. Many people have been championing it. None really more so than you, Joy. I've seen you champion it. I've seen you at the games. What's though the tension of like Caitlin Clark, phenom? But it's different at Iowa because you already have a whole built-in fan base of Iowa people and fans that love you. They're on the campus. They're in the city. When you go to the WNBA, it's different. Again, I won't compare Sabrina Ionescu to Caitlin Clark, but Sabrina Ionescu was a phenom.
Yes.
Go to WNBA, I haven't heard as much about her as I did when she was hooping in college. Yeah. So speak on that for a moment of like, do you think that Caitlin Clark can be the same revolutionary name to the WNBA as she was in college? Because it's a completely different fan base.
It is a different fan base. It's a different setup for the sport. You're right. College basketball, college sports in general has a very nostalgic feel to it. You have the stories of March Madness. That's why a lot of the March Madness women's games are higher rated than some of the men's games, because it's a lot of March Madness is the story. A lot of college basketball is the story. But I think Caitlin Clark is different. I think she inspires a different type of play. I think she plays very modern basketball. She's an incredible shooter, pulling up from half court.
Anywhere.
I think what James just said, her game will translate to the WNBA. I think the attention that she's gotten on this level, the fact that we just did the show to get her in because she's announcing, which was pretty much assumed that she was going to be going to the WNBA, just tells you the kind of inspiration that she brings. Look, the WNBA needs someone like a Caitlin Clark, someone that both women and men are excited to watch, that are going to go and see what she can do at the next level. It is a sport that is continuing to grow, but her game is very unique. Her style is very unique. Her swag and confidence is very unique. She plays the game in a very particular way that has inspired the fandom that she has. And the numbers prove it. Like, it's not just that she's a great player and exciting player. There's been lots of great, exciting players. The fact that she is about to break Pete Maravich's record for the most points scored in the NCAA history, that's astonishing. That is a testament to the type of game that she has. She'll also be going to the Indiana Fever, so, she'll still be in that general area. I think that the fans will cross over with her to the WNBA, and I think that, the sport's continuing to grow.
Well, staying in basketball, let's go back to the Lakers after this, because the Lakers had a phenomenal, and I mean absolutely phenomenal outing yesterday, coming back from down 21 in the fourth quarter. But your teams fear LeBron James and the Lakers. LeBron James' family, 5 made three-pointers, a historical day. Shady, what are you doing?
Yo, I'm floating in the air.
What are you doing?
The cramp.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.